Christmas presents.
I know, it's a lot of Christmas presents. So I'm back for his graduation. It was so great, I loved it. So tell me about the holiday.
Well, we're starting late, so we had this
Nice.
great, beautiful weather. We got there in September, actually, so I was surprised it was...
Hi, Claudia. I was hoping I might find you here.
Hi, Daniel.
I'd like you to take a look at this for me, if you don't mind. I'm concerned about the fact that I've got no conditions of supply to send out with my invoices. The accountant reckons I better get onto it straight away.
I'll go get the takeaways.
One moment.
Here's a letter one of my suppliers sent to me. For the sake of good order, set out in the attachment are the terms which have been agreed to supply our goods to you. Sounds like it covers the situation. Can you just take a look at their supply conditions and see if they can be adapted for my business?
You do realise any supply conditions you adopt now can only affect future contracts. You can't unilaterally change the terms of your existing contracts, which is probably what this letter's trying to do.
Hey, Claudia, you good to go?
Yeah. Look, Daniel, I can't do this right now, and I'm flat out in the office. I'll have one of my solicitors draft something.
Great. So you'll let me know?
Yeah.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Stefan. You won't believe it. Daniel Williams just bailed me up at the cafe. The guy's a complete nuisance.
Let me guess. He wants some free advice again.
Well, what he wants is a set of conditions drawn up for his food packaging business, and he wants it like yesterday. He's given me this set of conditions from one of his suppliers. Can you take a look at this ASAP and give him a call as soon as you're finished?
Sure, leave it with me.
Great.
Hello.
Hi, Daniel. This is Stefan Rowley from Claudia Clark's office.
Oh, hi, Stefan. What have you got for me?
Yeah, Daniel, I've taken a look at the supply conditions you gave Claudia, and they seem to be okay. I've made a few handwritten amendments on a copy of the terms you gave Claudia, especially to limit warranties as to fitness.
Thanks, Stefan. Can you scan and email that to me straight away?
Definitely. Now, do you want me to draft a letter to be sent to your customers with the conditions?
No, that won't be necessary. I've got a letter here that I want to send out. I showed Claudia this morning, actually. I don't need to be paying you to write letters for me.
Oh, okay then. Thanks, Daniel. Bye.
As a matter of fact, things aren't good at all. My largest customer is suing me. He claims that my packaging has contaminated their food products. I hope those conditions you drafted for me are watertight. If they're not, I'm gonna have to sue you!
What? Why would you sue me? What have I done wrong?
Your Honour, the action against these solicitors has come before this court because my client, Mr Williams, has already been sued successfully by a customer for $1 million. In defending that action, Mr Williams sought to rely on conditions drafted by Clark and Partners. Those conditions proved entirely ineffective. The court found that the conditions did not form any part of the existing contract between my client and his customer. The conditions were simply not imported into that supply contract. Your Honour has heard evidence from Ms Clark concerning some allegedly detailed advice she says she gave to Mr Williams. My client categorically denies receiving any such advice. Ms Clark says she gave this advice orally in a cafe. Nobody else heard this advice, and there is no reference in Ms Clark's file to any such advice being given. Ms Clark did not share with her employee, Mr Rawley, that this advice had been given to my client. In these circumstances, Your Honour would be well satisfied that no advice of any nature was given by this solicitor to my client. Your Honour will also recall the admission by Mr Rawley that he gave no advice at all to my client about ensuring that supply conditions, which he drafted, were incorporated into the existing supply contracts. On the other hand, Your Honour has heard my client's evidence that he received no advice at all from either Ms Clark or Mr Rawley concerning whether the supply conditions drafted by Mr Rawley were imported into my client's existing contracts with his customers. If my client had known that there was the slightest doubt whether these supply conditions formed part of his contract with existing customers, he would have submitted important packaging materials to chemical testing before supplying those materials to his customers. In all the circumstances, in my submission, both of the solicitors negligently failed to give competent advice to my client, and as a direct result, a verdict of $1 million was recently awarded against him. Mr Williams is entitled to recover his loss from his former solicitors. May it please the Court.